all my gear, he said, I'm not getting out of this.
Mm.
He said, will you give it to my wife? I said, dude, put the bloody thing back in your pocket, mate. You're all right. Anyway, he had to take the gun, and I took the tripod. That was the way it went. And you don't know why blokes do it, but he ran straight over the top of the hill. He copped it back. We went round the hill. And we were standing there waiting to see if we could get them, and one of our sergeants, Sanderson, he went looking for Duda, and he copped the same belief.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we were standing there debating one thing and another, and there's a blonde bloke, Blondie Armstrong. He said, stand still, Tiny. And he put his rifle over my shoulder, and boom. He said there was a Jap had a bead on you in the tree.
Really? Oh.
That's the way it was.
Yes. Yeah.
It was frightening.
Yeah. Now, Bill, I wonder if we can move forward now, and we'll go to the 15th of February when peace was declared. You've gone out to Selarang Barracks. Were you there when everyone had signed the non-escape document? Do you remember that day at all? Oh.
Yeah, everybody refused point blank, of course.
Yes.
But I think in the end we had to.
Yes.
Yes.
And do you remember when Colonel Anketel was killed?
No, I wasn't in that area.
No.
No, but I heard about it. We heard about it pretty well straight away.
Yeah. And do you know where Claude Anderson was at any time? Was he near you?
No. We were at the Causeway,
yeah.
Then we went to Mandai Hill, and then we went back, I don't know where the hell it was, somewhere on the edge of Singapore.
Yes.
And we were there for a couple of days. And then we went, we got tangled up in another fight. Only with hand grenades and rifles, because we had our machine guns were gone.
Yes.
Right? Young dude, it was still back on top of the hill, so I dropped the tripod down a well, and that was it.
Yes.
So then we were engaged again, and we came out of that and we went to Holland Village. And we got there just as the Argentine consul and all his retinue were leaving to go to get out. And they came along and they handed us the keys to a Buick, a couple of other cars, but then, yeah, boys, they're yours. Well, what the hell are they good to us?
Now, shall we go forward to the point when you were to leave Singapore? Do you remember once I believe it was about 1,000 of you leaving there, wasn't there?
Well, there was 1,500 of it.
Yes. Would that include the senior officers, or?
Yeah, it would have done, I think. Yeah.
So, what was your impression when you went down to the wharf that day? And what sort of a ship did you see?
Well, we saw a big one standing out,
yeah.
And the Japs said they only wanted very fit people to take them to Japan, and they had to be, I can tell you another little good story on that one. They only wanted people very healthy. They didn't want to take the disease to Japan and that sort of thing. And anyway, we got down on the wharf and we saw this big boat out because they said it'll go in luxury and all that sort of thing. And we thought, oh, this is it. This is lovely. So next thing we're going into this boat to be disinfected, and they sprayed our legs before we went up and back and put us through a dip in, naked and that sort of thing. So then they marched us along. It was getting towards evening then, they marched us along the deck and along the wharf, Capital Harbour, and they said, "There's your boat," and there was this little thing that was down below the bloody wharf, eh? And oh, can't be. Anyway, we filed on board and we had anything to eat all day, and there was a big mound of onions on the floor there, on the boat. So as we filed on, we all grabbed an onion and we ate a few onions. Anyway, the Japs went mad. They were supposed to go on the boat when it sailed. But anyway, we stayed on the boat and we allocated overnight, then we sailed next morning, if I can remember rightly. Yeah.
And where did you go to initially? What did you have any cargo on the boat?
Yeah, we had 3,000 tonne of bauxite.
Yes, yeah. And where was that going to?
That was Formosa. We unloaded that in Formosa.
So, where did you go from Singapore? Did you go straight to Formosa? Or?
Yeah, we only called into San Jakes. I don't know what they wanted there, but we had a few a bit of money in our pockets, and we got a few bananas and things there.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was only a few hours stay, I think, if I remember rightly.
Yes. And when you got to Formosa, what went on there? What did you do there? Why was the ship there?
Well, it was there to unload the bauxite in Formosa and to take on a cargo of rice, ostensibly for Japan. But whether it went to Japan afterwards, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because we went straight to Fusan.
Yes. Now, I understand that Judda B actually was operating a crane bringing the rice onto the ship.
That's right.
Would he have been a wharfie or anything like that before the war, or was there a reason
well,
why he?
See, it didn't matter much. I only had to have a few brains.
Yeah.
See, now one of our blokes, Ted Roots, he was operating the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And Ted, to my knowledge, he was. They had a trucking business in Albany. But he might have done something on the boat.
Yeah. Now, do you remember any Korean women who were commonly called the so-so girls there? That, as I understand it, their role was if any bags split, they would race over and stitch them up. Or they weren't Koreans, they were local women.
Yeah, most of them were Korean.
Yeah.
Well, that would be at the warehouse, what they called the warehouse. And there was two parties. There were three parties. One was preparing the approaches for a bridge over the Han River, and one at the warehouse where all their rice was in rice bags made out of rice straw, and they were sewn up with